So today I thought we would look at something that builds strength, but can also build a little bit of coordination and can test your endurance as well. So let's just go ahead and get started. Because we haven't really warmed up in any way, let's make this small to begin with. So all I'm going to do is step out with one foot and turn and look a little bit behind me while wrapping my hands. I'm going to lift my back heel, and then I'm just going to push and come back. Let's try that a couple of times. Step, and then I'm going to turn. And when I'm turning, I want to make sure that I'm maintaining a sense of length in my lower back, rather than sending my hips forward and compressing my lower back like this. So I want for there to be a little bit of a forward lean without sending myself off balance like this. So here are those three positions again. This is the one that I want to be in, where I'm nice and stable and solid. Somebody could come and give me a little bit of a push and I'd be fine. And I'm also not experiencing any compression in my lower back. As opposed to if I send my hips forward like this, you can see how it does not look very comfortable for my back. And if I lean forward like this, that means I could be very easily pulled off balance. So I want to find this position with my back heel raised and stacked. And then I just push back. So I wrap and push back, and wrap and push back, and wrap and push back. And you can see I'm using my eyes and head to help me turn from my mid-spine up. So yes, there's a turning of the pelvis, and then the pelvis reaches its limitation, and then I continue to turn by turning from the mid-spine rather than by sending my hips forward. Let's try the other side. So, step, and then just a few times I'm just going to do it nice and gently, finding the position, checking to see that I'm not too far forward, checking to see that my hips aren't thrust forward, and making sure that my back heel is lifted. That's quite important with this one. My back heel is lifted and it's stacked over the forefoot rather than hanging out to one side or the other. And then I push off my forward leg and come back. So I step and wrap, test my position, and come back. Step and wrap, test my position, and come back. So when I step, I'm looking at really solid contact at the baby toe mound, at the big toe mound, the baby toe mound, and the two corners of the heel. That's going to give me a sense of sealing my foot in this forward position, not letting my knee cave in, and then I'm in a strong, stable position with my chest in line with my thigh, where I can now come back. Let's go back to the first side and now do a few at your own pace. So I'm going to do 10 on each side. And now I can begin to get a little bit of a sense of this wrapping motion with my arms. So I'm just wrapping and then coming back to stand. Wrap and coming back to stand. See if you can make it somewhat relaxed rather than controlled. So it's not controlled, it's more I'm using a little bit of a throw of the arms to help me into the position. So that's where the coordination comes in. I think that's about 10. So let's try the other side. It's almost like my hands are grazing the surface of water. So there's the surface, and they're just grazing the surface and then coming to wrap. And then I push back and they return to where they began. Nice. So now let's add switching from one side to the other. So now I will step out to one side, wrap to the other side, and then wrap to the other side so that I can now step again. So it's step, wrap, wrap, step, wrap, wrap, step, wrap, wrap, step, wrap, wrap, step, wrap, wrap. Now you can see that I'm not holding my hands in fists. Instead, my fingers are nice and outstretched, and that actually helps me. My eyes are also helping me get into the position. So it's like I'm turning to look behind me, and that helps me find this twisting motion as I come to stabilize over the forward foot. So there's a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you can see that there's a weight shift to the leg that's propelling me. Propel and back. So sometimes it's the back leg. So there it was the back leg, and now it's going to be the front leg. So the weight shifts into the leg that's going to propel the movement. And that is very useful. So it's this sense of going down to go up. Sink and push to go up. I sink and push to go back up. All right, let's give that a moment. So I might want to stay at either of those two options. One would be where I'm really refining my movement by stepping all to one side and then all to the other side for a number of repetitions. Or you can do the alternating variation that we've just looked at. There is one that also involves a little bit of footwork, a little bit more than we've already done, because that involves footwork too. So let's just try the footwork. So I'm just going to step forward, and then I'm going to step further back than I started, and then now just switch which foot is forward. 1, 2. Whichever foot is back, I step. Now I step back and switch which foot is forward. So it's step, step back, and switch. 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 You'll note that my back heel is coming up, and I can make this as low as I want. So you can maybe practice now by seeing how low can you go while maintaining stability. So I can now combine that with what I was just doing with the arms. So now it looks like throw, back, and switch. 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 Whichever variation you're doing, try to give it some rhythm. So if this, you can't make it rhythmical, maybe practice it a few times, but go to the other variation until your body finds the rhythm there. So maybe this, you can do more rhythmically. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So let your body find that rhythm first. One of the ways that we organize our bodies efficiently is by finding those rhythms. So don't skip that step and move to what you perceive to be the harder variation or the best variation. The best variation is the one that meets you where you are and that works with intention on the skills that you're building. And one of the skills that you are building here is this sense of coordination that is often achieved through rhythm. So there you have 3 options: stepping to one side and back, stepping to one side, and then the other without the little hiccup step. And then you have a bit of a hiccup step. So it's 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And remember that this is a twisting coordination as well. So if you start going 1, 2, and 3, and now you're basically going forward and back, that's not a bad thing, but be aware that you're doing it. So that might be an option that you want to explore, but be aware that you're doing it, and just be aware that you're not also practicing the twisting now, and so you might want to find another way to bring that into what you do today, just so that you get the spine moving in more ways. All right, I hope that you enjoyed that, and I look forward to moving again with you soon. Bye now.